All right. Welcome to the second annual Splashlist Awards vinyl edition of the HiFi Critics. A year in the making. Best album purchased.
So, before I answer this question, I thought my answers would be enough to show that I'm generally underprepared for the vinyl section. But the fact that I don't have any vinyls with me is, a second. So this is also going to show you how few albums I purchased this year. Leon Bridges' "Coming Home" was the best album I purchased.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Was that the new one this year?
No, it was last year.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
And that one, I'm going by number of plays, and I played that one quite a bit.
Okay, good one. What do you got there, Commander McBraggish?
Jim Henson's The Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas Special Spectacular.
Show to our Eagles.
Oh, they're going to get the graphic that we'll post here.
I mean, that's almost as good as Mr.
Yeah,
Hackey's.
this was the Record Store Black Friday special.
Oh, that was?
Yeah.
This year?
Nothing really special about it because it'll get re-released. But
it was a first release.
First release.
Oh, that's why I didn't even notice.
Yes, Jim Henson, the Emmett, and here's a little bit of trivia that I just found out.
I mean, this is worth it just for the cover and everything.
It's an awesome record if you like listening to the Allman Brothers and the Muppets in one band.
No.
But I didn't know this until a friend of mine saw me with this record on Record Store Day Black Friday when I was chasing Suburban County. And she goes, they play a concert every year in the Hideout. This band pretends they're the Otters. Where I'll be next year.
OMG.
Wow.
OMG.
That's amazing.
You know where I'll be next year.
Wow.
They do 2 shows, 3:30 in the afternoon for the kids, 7 p.m. for the adults.
All right. My best album purchased also actually was a Record Store Day purchase. Baby Huey, The Living Legend. This was a Record Store Day, not Black Friday.
Yeah,
it was in April. Really good blues. Actually, I know a number of people at the office that basically heard me playing it. They're like, "Oh, that's actually really good."
Wow.
I played a pretty reasonable amount. I'd say it's if heavy rotation is once a month for me, I'd call it close to heavy rotation.
All right.
So Baby Huey, Record Store Day release. And I think it's interesting, right? We now have 2 people that have bought Record Store Day issues in our best list, which tells you something about the new issues that actually come out normally, right?
Yeah, let's just see.
I mean, as much as nobody loves the Record Store Day as much as me, except for last year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe you were before you were AK-47 buying records. Now you were nice.
No, I actually ended up buying quite a few this year. Well, at least on Black Friday, I bought quite a few. No, I've got 5 when we went to that.
I bought less.
That drug place that you like going to. Okay, worst album purchased of the year.
So this album is buried somewhere inside my stack of albums, and I am now 0 for 2. Do you remember when I went with you guys to the Numero Group and bought that Bossa Nova album?
Yeah.
That was awful. I was like, you know what? I'm not giving up on Bossa Nova. I'm going to go buy another album. Double down on it. And as my wife affectionately calls it, it's the Jazz Monkey album. Because it just sounds like a bunch of monkeys playing. I don't know
you should
why.
bring these records to the office.
I will bring these records to the office because I honestly don't know what I'm doing wrong. I thought I liked Bossa Nova, and apparently I hate Bossa Nova.
I'm intrigued. So my worst record. It's called the Goo Goo Dolls, The Audience This Way.
You didn't have to show me anything other than Goo Goo Dolls.
It's a live record recorded out of nowhere. It's terrible for 3 things. The mix is bad, the crowd and them don't add up. They sound like they're recording, they sound like they're playing a stadium. And the music sounds like they're in a small theater. It just does, it's terrible. Number 3, there's a new scam out there called Record Crawl Day.
Mm.
This was an exclusive release on Records Crawl Day. I found it a record store in Dallas for $14 a month and a half ago, 3 months after Record Crawl Day. And they had a sticker that said exclusive release on Record Crawl Day. This is probably the worst album I bought in 20. This is the worst album I bought in 20.
Wow.
All right. Well, the worst album I purchased is not this one.
Okay.
It is not this one. But on Record Store Day, on Record Store Day this year in April, there was a Wilco release, a live at Troubadour.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I've never really bought any Wilco. Let's give it a shot. I'll give it a try. Let's see what happens. And I couldn't listen to that thing. I couldn't listen to it at all. Such that, fortunately, we have an Eagle out there who likes Wilco a lot. And so he offered to buy that one off my hands, and then he substituted this one, which I know
nice.
is their kind of famous-ish one.
That's
So
the White Album, if you will.
yeah, so I played it. It's okay.
He won't.
I could live with this,
Yeah,
but
this is an excellent album.
This one?
Yeah, that's
Never heard it before.
never heard it before. Nope.
Wow,
Do you know what this is?
I know what those are corn cobs.
Okay, from Iowa.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Wait, you said you're not going to give us your worst record?
He did.
It wasn't
This is
this
not
one,
it.
but it's another one.
Wilco one.
It's
Okay,
a
I
Wilco one
understand.
that I already sold.
Oh yeah,
I
live.
understand.
Yeah, it's a
I
live
already
record.
sold it because I just couldn't
I
stand it.
understand.
Unfortunately, I had some eagle out there that would take it.
Yeah.
That Dave Matthews record that you got for Black Friday.
Oh, those-
did you? Is that yours or
No,
did you?
those were shipped to Wisconsin to a friend of mine, and he's enjoyed them.
Okay, good.
The Russian lives in Wisconsin.
No, the Russian did not reply to my text message.
Ah, okay.
I told him about it that I picked it up for you, and he was jealous.
Yeah, I sent him a text message when I was at the.
You're breaking that out a little early.
Oh, here
I
we
just
go.
I just forgot about it.
Ah, okay.
Okay. All right. Best vinyl idea of 2018.
Viral, steamless systems for the
Wow.
press.
This guy reads the Chicago Reader because that's my same answer too.
Well, it is. I mean, it's pretty quality. I mean,
Well,
like you're going to start to see a
Or
bunch.
maybe the answer is there is no innovation because this is a technology that's like 200 years old. What else can we do with it?
I don't know if it's 200 years.
No, they're trying to make it so it's easier for people
No, I
to be
know.
able to press records.
Yes, there's not many innovations out there.
So now we're going to make everything cheaper.
Yeah, allegedly. In Ravenswood. So my answer is the same thing.
Best vinyl idea for me: maglev turntable. It's the most turntable invention is gimmickry, but this starts solving the problem of playing records in space because you can basically have the turntable levitating off of the actual. Did you see
I've
this?
seen this turntable.
Have you seen this?
It's like $20,000.
Yeah, it's out of Hungary.
Yeah.
It's out of Hungary. I don't know if it's $20,000.
I think we can
I think
go
it's
to a
like
place.
$2,000.
You can also call
Then
that
we're
a
not
cash
talking about
grab.
the same one because we can go to a place and see this in action in Ravenswood.
Yeah, this is from Hungary. That's why it's a discount.
They may have it in Ravenswood.
Yeah, and they marked it up for some hipster that's got
We
too
can go
much
check
money.
it out. We can go check it out.
Well,
Field
we don't
trip.
have to. We
Field
don't have
trip.
to. All right, breakthrough band in 2019. So what band will significantly grow in stature from the current level cannot have appeared on SNL already? So the criteria is that they will appear on SNL. That's how you win
It's like
the
a
breakthrough
reverse.
band.
And for the record, we all lost last year.
Well, some of us lost worse than others, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think I will.
No, I
My
think
band will hit this year.
No, but
Or
they didn't hit
2019.
in 2018, so
True.
you lost.
No.
You lost.
But I'm
Yeah.
going to win. Go ahead.
So I'm going, and just so our Eagles know, I'm using my preferred music choice for music discovery.
Dominic.
Dominic Morris? No, not in this case.
Okay.
Although usually he is. No, this time I went to Spotify. They
Wow.
even have a playlist called 2018 Breakthrough Artists.
I love it.
It was
Wow.
very easy for me to find.
This is for 2019, though.
I know, but these are the ones that are going to break in
Okay.
in 2019.
I hope it's not coming home with Lionel.
No, it's not.
He's
It's
already been on SNL.
Blocks. BLOXX.
Okay.
It's a 4-piece
Yeah,
band
yeah.
out of England, and I just listened. I was listening to them, and I really enjoyed their sound. I really liked it.
Okay, so mine, and it's interesting because she comes from a place they call Down Under.
Here we go.
We all know the Earth is flat. There is no Down Under.
Here we go.
Well,
Well, like
it's
the right or
under.
left.
It's under the
It's like
top.
to the left. Australia's like on the right side of the planet there. Amy Shark. And you can tell that I'm a super fan, but I went to her show and got the record signed.
It's a fake signature.
She's a real signature. I saw her sign it. Amy Shark. She, I don't,
Staring into my soul.
yeah, she,
Like Pat Tomasulo.
she's one of the biggest hits in Australia right
Dead
now.
eyes.
She's been trying to cross over, playing shows on both coasts.
You're helping.
They have something at end of year. There's a radio station called J100 in Sydney, and they do like a famous to people that listen to actual music countdown every year. Real bands.
What is
I
slash?
said like 107.7 The Bone.
She's been up there. She's gonna be playing SL in 2019. She's gonna do a big. You heard her name here first.
And probably last.
Yeah.
And probably last year.
All right, breakthrough band in 2019. I'm going to go with the Strumbellas, a band that I know from last year that made my vinyl list. I'm pretty sure best
Yeah, I
best
think-
record
yeah,
of purchase last year. But they have a new album coming out. Their new song just dropped. I think that's
Wow.
what the kids of today call it. And they're starting to tour in March next year.
Wow,
So
so
my
Natalia
expectation,
Will they play a venue
I
bigger
think they'll
than
probably
Town Hall?
go one level bigger, whatever that would be.
The Riv?
What would that be?
Chicago Theater?
I mean, you're looking at me like I know.
I think the Chicago Theater would be bigger.
Bigger
Or the
than
Riv.
Talia Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This is their third album, so they're kind of poised. This is like the third-year wide receiver rule in the NFL fantasy draft,
Gonna
right?
break out here.
That's when they break out.
They know the rules.
All right. Sorry to see you go. Which artist will you most miss from 2018?
So I had written down Aretha Franklin first, because I love Aretha Franklin, but then I decided to go, all right, with Dolores O'Riordan.
Oh,
because she had just, they had just gone to tour in 2017, right? They were getting back together. The Cranberries were going to come back, and then we lost
no backup option.
No, why would I need a backup option?
I had her.
We all have her too. I actually had tickets to the concert at the
Did
rare
you
that
really?
she canceled because she messed up her back. When I was in Ireland this summer, I went to Limerick, where they're from, and there's a little thing. This is where the Cranberries are from. I pay my respects.
So we all have Dolores O'Riordan, but that was my backup because my main one, and this is going to be a shocker, I think, because you guys might not know this. Russ Solomon, the founder of Tower Records, who did that great documentary, All Things Must Pass, about the history of Tower Records. Did you see this movie? Oh, you'll love it. It's awesome.
I've seen the ad somewhere.
In other words, you haven't seen the movie. Have you seen it?
No,
All Things Must Pass. It's really good. All Things, an hour and a half of pure entertainment. A lot of history about music and vinyl.
Yeah. Well, for plugging movies, you should also watch They Shall Not Grow Old. Just as a...
Okay. Great, thanks.
Okay.
All right, New Year's resolution.
I'll stick with Solo.
Yeah.
New Year's prediction.
TNT Marathon of Star Wars.
Or prediction for 2019.
My resolution for 2019, because last year I failed miserably at my resolution.
You said 36 records.
Oh, that was... But you got 15. That's
I got 50%. 50% is passing.
Maybe in Wisconsin that's 50%. Okay.
It's close to 50%. Anyways.
It's above the Mendoza line.
Yep.
Susanna Mendoza.
So here's what I'm doing. I am implementing and instituting Vinyl Night.
Wow.
At Camp Garcia.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. Very nice.
And my resolution is that in 2019, I listen to every single one of the records that I own.
Okay.
Because there's some music in there that I don't think I've listened to in a long time, and I need to hear that again.
You may need to find the other Bossa Nova records.
Just pull them out so I don't accidentally listen to the monkey jazz.
So my resolution last year was to buy less records, enjoy what I have. I mainly succeeded, except for two. Yeah, I pre-ordered a lot of records and they showed up. But my 2019
seems like you failed then.
Yeah, I think I succeeded. My 2019 thing is I've been trying to build this website that works with Discogs that helps you track if you ever played a record, build a playlist with your record, share it with your friends. I even have a domain and name for it that I will not share yet. But that's my 2019 resolution. Get this website up and running.
So let's talk about that just a little bit. So how will that work? Like because the hard part, I played with your pre-beta version, your alpha version, and it's kind of a pain in the rear to go in there and put in the date because I don't know.
Exactly. The website's going to do everything for you.
Right. So will you just let it listen to what you're playing and it'll automatically?
No, you're going to have maybe in the future.
Can you do a QR code or like
maybe in the first version we can scan the code and the barcode?
That would be better. That would be better because that's manageable. I can handle that.
Let me get the MVP out first.
Do you have an approximate date when you have this?
I'll get back to you. 2019.
When is this dropping?
2019. I'm going to start working. The next 2 weeks will tell me when I'll have it.
All right.
In June of 2019, the HiFi Clinic will be hosting the first annual Vinyl and Brew Festival, where you can swap vinyl and share your home brews.
Wow.
In the outdoor garden area of the HiFi Clinic.
But you need like more than 5 people to make that successful.
You need at least 2. And we're going to have at least 5.
2, 3. The only person that brings brews is...
I got Commander McBride already committed to this.
So we'll have 2 brews, and you can have my Bossa Nova records.
There you go. You can have my Goo Goo Doodle records.
Yeah, perfect.
We
can trade our splash list.
You can have my unopened Star Wars record from last year, the cash grab from last year.
But it's going to be tremendous. June of 2019. Don't have a specific date yet. It'll be probably the first half of the month. We'll probably do an episode around then, too.
Whoa.
All right. Next one. Okay, now we get to the big ones. Cash grab of the year 2019. What was your cash grab vinyl of the year? Consider our cash grab criteria.
So this was, and this one was difficult for me because there's a lot of cash grabs, and I stumbled upon this one in my search. First, I thought it was going to be a White Album re-release. that had like 60 hours of additional, but it was only CDs, so I didn't use that one. I respect.
You bought CDs?
No, I didn't buy these. Are the cash grab that I think is a cash grab. Right? It's not my cash grab. I don't fall for cash grabs like your Star Wars.
The point of this cash grab, I think, is you have to buy it. But,
No.
I think one of the criteria is this is a cash grab you bought this year.
Oh, all right.
But it's okay. We'll let it go. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a Michael Jackson box set for 9 discs of all picture discs that's selling for $200. Yeah, he's pulling that out. Selling for $250 online, and the shipping I think was another $40. You're paying $300 for this thing, and the picture discs aren't even that good. But for buying it, yeah, I don't know. It would probably have to be the. I bought the Bobby Gentry. That for me was a cash grab. There was like 1,500 of these things that nobody really wants.
Let's thank our sponsors real quick. Then we'll take a quick break. So thank you to Meisterbrow for these great glasses.
Yeah, this is like the old school Chicago skyline.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is like from
where's
the
the
70s.
Sears Tower?
Yeah, I think this is pre-Sears Tower.
Yeah, but where is it? This is part of the Chicago skyline. Meisterbrow. And in German, that's pronounced Bräu. Meisterbräu.
Well, I can see that.
That's because the umlaut.
Ooh. Cheers.
Okay, so thank you to Meisterbrow, and let's go to the Cuban with the cash grab of the year.
So, this pains me. This is a Pearl Jam record. Live at the Orpheum Theater, April 12th, 1994 in Boston.
Were you there?
I was not there. So, Pearl Jam did a baseball stadium tour this summer, and they released some special garbage as they played Boston, Fenway, Chicago. They released like Take Me All the Way, and Cubs Go Cubs. I don't know what they did in Seattle. This was released for the Boston concert this summer. Here's the cash grab, right? Only 2,000 printed. Partner with like a local shop called Newberry Comics in Boston. Great. This date of this recording is only like 7 days after Kurt Cobain died, so they're a little emotional. Here's where it goes south. Somehow the tape got messed up at the concert. It doesn't even have the encore. They stopped recording. The record stops when the machine stopped. So there's like 8 songs missing from the concert that happened in the concert. And how they got me? It was print of 2,000. 300 copies were supposed to be red on blue to match the Red Sox colors. I did not get a red on blue. I got double.
So you tried to buy it because they didn't tell you which one.
No, it was random. Random people get the red on blue. I got this guy. This is my emotional cash grab of the year.
If you got the red or blue, would it have not been a cash grab?
No, it would have been a bigger cash grab.
Yeah.
Because,
I think it's a bigger cash grab. There's probably no red or blue at all. They just tried.
No, somebody posted pictures online about it.
And how much was that?
May have been like $32.
Okay,
so not too bad.
With shipping from Boston, so a small print, great record. But the concert stops about 3/4 of the way, and I did not know that until the record showed up. I'm like, "Hey, they didn't play this song. They didn't play this song because the machine broke at the concert."
I feel real sorry for you.
Hey, it's the cash grab of the year.
But prepared to be blown away.
Oh no!
Wait, before you show yours, I forgot. So remember how I mentioned that there was a white album that they had remastered with 60 hours? They did also put out a vinyl of that white album.
I've seen that in the store. Yeah.
Bought that.
Oh.
Well, who is this? What band?
The Beatles.
The Beatles, the white album.
Oh, is this the Record Store Day release?
It was the Black Friday, but it wasn't the one for Black Friday Record Store Day. But I bought it on Black Friday Record Store Day, and I had all these really inexpensive records, and then this one was like $65 for. I think it was like a two LP. So that was my cash grab of this year, and the reason I bought it because my wife wanted it. So
does anybody listen to it?
Nope, it's still in its packaging.
Wow.
Yeah, well, now you have a New Year's resolution, so maybe let's get this into
I'm
January.
excited for vinyl night.
Yeah.
All right, so I was having a conversation with an eagle of ours, actually a super fan of this show.
Wow.
You might be able to guess who it is. And he was advising me on, or let's say discussing with me some of his preferred, some music that, he's into sort of Norwegian death metal. And so we talked about it. He's like, well, you might like this one because it's a little more mainstream than that. So I said, okay, fine. I'll give it a shot.
What the hell is that?
This is called Ghost.
Oh, Jesus. Ghost?
Ghost. You know them?
I'm familiar with them. Yes.
They were going to be in Chicago and everything. And so
Hall.
I listened to a couple songs. I was like, oh,
Doesn't look open.
No, it's not open.
He
Oh.
listens to it in a different medium.
And
Then
then buys
spends-
the
yeah.
record. Okay.
Well, but the reason I bought the record is not because of this.
Okay.
It's because of this.
Oh, no.
And everybody knows I have a certain affinity for rats. And when I saw that this was a die-cut rat record coming, it's called Rats actually right there.
So, that's like an extra record?
Yes, it's part of the package for $60. I'm like, I gotta have that.
Wow.
Because of this record right here. How much? I mean, that's a cash grab, but it is one cool cash grab. Am I right or am I right?
I don't know. You're not right.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anybody would buy that Ghost.
I just did. And it's
yeah.
tremendous.
No, I get invited to concerts here. My friends love Ghost. They're like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, I'm good. You know that they don't even know if that's the real lead singer of the band that plays for the band.
Yeah, they swap them out.
Yeah,
They're all
probably
hidden
yeah,
or something.
yeah, exactly.
Some ridiculousness. So you can ask one of our Eagles next time you're
I don't need to.
I'm good.
Okay, well, you can.
Yeah.
I won't.
Well, when he sees this, he's probably going to reach out to you and
That's fine.
educate
You
you.
can let us know.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the big winner of the year, Splash
I don't
List
know
of
if
the
this is
Year.
the winner, but
This is the big one of the
This
year.
is
It's
the big
always
one.
the Splash
This
List
is the
because these are
one-
called the Splash List Awards.
this is the one everybody talks about for the next 12
Yeah.
months.
Yes.
So, what is your vinyl Splash List of the Year for 2018, Todd?
HD vinyl.
All of them?
No, so they're not really out there, right? There's just they haven't totally released HD vinyl, but they did just invest $4.8 million into creating HD vinyl, and that is my splash list because like the purpose of vinyl is the pops and the cracks.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. That's what people want. They
I don't
want
know.
they want they don't
I
care
have a
about the
record
clarity.
cleaner at home to get rid of some of those pops.
Yeah, but here's like
Just letting
listen,
you know.
if you want to listen to clear music, you're gonna listen to it from a
Oh, yeah.
digital, you know. I don't need HD and I don't have to spend more money on it. Splash list.
Maybe if you had one of those Hungarian turntables.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if I was listening to music in space, I'd want the
Yeah.
HD.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, here we go. The famous letter.
yeah, so
So tell the story about
so
your
this
famous
envelope
letter.
has been sealed. We sealed it on June 15th. I handed this envelope.
I have pictures of
There's
this.
pictures of it that will be posted on social media again. I decided to write some stuff down, had it notarized, and
You had to actually notarize.
oh yeah, it's been notarized,
Let's get a picture of it while you're
and on
flipping
it's
around.
been notarized, sealed,
Flip it around.
and in the possession of our Russian agent
Mm-hmm.
since June 15th.
Is it colluder?
He's not a
Russian
colluder.
Okay.
I've had my doubts about this envelope. Like even today, this morning when I was finally, calling it quits and not updating my things anymore, I told myself, do I have conviction to stick with my choice?
Your moral compass
So this
Right.
is our handout.
or wrong?
So I'm gonna hand this picture over. You're not gonna guess what
You didn't even print two.
I'm gonna pass this picture around. What can you describe the picture? What do you see in that picture?
Oh,
There are
oh no.
two.
Don't say the
dogs.
name. Don't say the name.
I'm not saying it. There,
Two dogs in a kid's kind of thing,
I'll post this picture online. So
and
the
then
story,
they're looking
see.
at a gravestone.
Yeah.
which has a picture of a dog on it.
dog.
exactly. On June 5th, January 8th, 2018, this picture ran in the New York Times. And I saw it because somebody that I know tweeted it. A dog follower, one of the dogs maybe that I follow on Instagram tweeted it. And I'm like, this is
probably not the actual dog.
the human that owns the guardian of the dog, as they call it in Boulder, Colorado.
Because you don't own it.
You don't own the animal. Yeah.
Right.
So I made a note of it. March 8th, what's the one that makes you cry? The ASCPA, whatever the Anti-Cruelty
Oh, yeah.
Society.
Oh, I
Tweeted.
thought you meant me specifically. I'm
Tweeted,
like, oh, God,
yeah,
there's a lot of
tweeted and
things.
said, don't do this. This is stupid. June 15th, there was an article about the company that did this. I'm going to tell you the story here.
Company that did what? The picture?
Let's open the envelope. So my splash list.
This is taking
This
a
is
little
a
bit of
quality envelope sticker right there.
time. You know? Don't rip that
Thank you.
sticker.
Sticker mule.
He ripped up the envelope, not the sticker.
Gotta do it like what's the name? Johnny Carson. Might be a double seal envelope. I don't remember how we did this. Oh yeah, here it's double seal. Here's the double seal.
Oh, yeah, that's
Double seal. There's the notary.
the
You probably
notary.
don't want to show her name.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah. Maybe the front. What's on the front?
Charlie's Fascist.
Open that bad dog up.
And it has a second sticker. So nobody has, you can see that nobody's tampered with it.
Let me check that just to make
Nobody's
sure.
tampered with this, right?
Yeah, that doesn't seem tampered. There's a hole there, but
Let me
no,
see.
it doesn't seem tampered.
Okay, that's that's from the pin, yeah. The
All right.
West Key. So here's my name.
This is like Geraldo Rivera opening
You guys
up
are
the
going to be
crypt.
very disappointed, but when I tell you the story,
I'm
I've
going
already-
to be more disappointed.
I've been plenty disappointed by you in the past
It's
12,
been
2 hours.
It's been 2 years of disappointment. Barbra Streisand cloning her dog.
last December,
That's not a vinyl splash list.
she's a
unless
singer. She's a
Oh,
musician.
okay.
Barbra Streisand
I'll give
had
that
a
to you.
dog die sometime in 2017, Q3, Q4. She had the dog cloned. And these two idiot dogs are the clone of the dog they're looking at in the grave. Barbra Streisand, best-selling artist, has currently a live record out that was released on Black Friday. She's my Splashlist winner for 2018 for
I gotta
cloning a
give you that.
stupid-ass dog.
I gotta give
And
him
that was a lot of track to lay for
Yeah.
that. Wow.
Hey, look at this stupid-ass dog.
I'm not sure that is a station I want to park at.
That's my Splashlist.
Okay.
I gotta give that's a good one.
Barbra Streisand.
I will. The suspense was literally killing everyone.
You might get cloned like that dog.
Yeah.
Took a little long to get there, but all right. My splash list of the year award winner is somebody that I know is near and dear to your heart.
Wow.
But I don't care. They're on the splash list because I think I talked about this earlier this year. Run the Jewels. Run the Jewels are my splash list winner of the year. Why? Because they were the record
Black
store
Friday-
day. No,
Record Store
they were
Day
the record store day
Ambassadors,
ambassador.
yeah.
They put out an empty box that you could use to put your Run the
You
Jewels
came with a
records in
record, I
there.
believe.
It might have one in there, but it was empty space, so you could put all your stuff in
Yeah,
there, right?
it
All
was-
your
All
Run the
your
Jewels
Run the Jewel
garbage.
records.
Well, they were the ambassador. They were putting out what I thought. Fortunately, I didn't pay for it. That's why I didn't make the cash grab. They put out this box
Mhm.
on Record Store Day. It should have been exclusive. It turns out on Black Friday they put it out again.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to look into
Look
this.
it up.
I don't think so.
Exclusive release for Record Store Day is the featured artist, and re-released. Sorry, it was 1 month later. It was not. It was not on Black Friday. It was released 1 month
Probably
later.
something changed, like the color or something.
Yeah, that's BS.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
telling
That's
you.
what I call a splash list.
Wow.
I mean, they're the ambassador. And 1 month later, after they took people's cash, they
That's Record Store Day for you. It's a cash grab.
no, it's not. And if it is, Record Store Day is over.
It's-
Even
I
though
think
nobody
it's
loves
over.
Record Store
I
Day
think it's
more
over.
than I do.
I think it's a ripoff.
Just
As you
because
know.
you want to go to cassette store.
It's a
Day, doesn't
ripoff.
mean-
Both of them are ripoffs.
Also, they're not really cassette stores, right? They're inside.
Yeah, we've
record
discussed
stores.
this. There's no
Okay.
cassette stores.
Just want to make sure.
All right, are there
The cassette store is called Salvation Army. or Brown Elephant, as we can ask.
are there any backup options you fine gentlemen would like to share with our Eagles out there? We're getting a little long on the episode.
No,
here,
we're
but it's
good.
worth
I
it.
think we're good.
No, so actually,
I have one.
I have one. I didn't know where to put this person or put this thing that I wanted to put, but if anything, I would put it under best vinyl idea, Pitchfork, for having the courage of giving the Greta Van Fleet album a 1.5 rating out of 10. That takes courage. That's my vinyl winner of 2018. Pitchfork for giving the Greta Van Fleet album 1.5.
I think my biggest cash grab second would have been that Weezer Africa album.
Oh man, did you get
That
it?
was
No, I didn't get it.
Then
but
it's not a cash grab.
that was up there for me too.
I'm just saying, like that one I was actually semi close to buying.
It's a pretty good
But I pulled
rendition
back.
of it.
That's the same. It sounds the same. There's nothing pretty good about it.
It's pretty good. Did you see the Saturday Night Live episode?
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah, and
last Saturday.
Nope.
My sister and I argued about it for 10 minutes.
Oh, but
She agrees with Leslie Jones, and I agree with Matt Damon.
Oh.
So
Which was I didn't watch
about
it.
Weezer and how the Weezer song came on. This Africa song came on.
and there was a
Yeah.
dinner party.
Yeah,
and
new neighbors, and they like start discussing.
Weezer.
Yeah, and they really get into it and really argue things that the super fans. I'm not a super fan.
Yeah.
For the record, I am not a Weezer super fan.
Was Leslie a super fan?
She basically said that the first two albums were good and the rest were garbage, which I can
It's
see where
true.
she's coming from. But
Yeah, no, I
got
think
some good
that's
albums.
fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
All right. Well, I had the Cher ABBA covers as my
You know that
splash list of the year.
that's a
My
backup.
backup.
Did you buy that?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to buy the
Just a
splash
splash
list.
list.
Yeah.
That was your backup?
That was my backup.
What
Let's
was
see
your-
Run the Jewels.
What run the
Wow.
Wow, that's
Right?
I mean, the
so
Cher
ridiculous.
ABBA album.
I mean, that's just.
But she was in the movie. So there's some
what?
synergy.
No, but did you read the story? Like, she was in the movie, but then she decided to record other ABBA songs, not even the ones from the movie. She created a whole album.
She's connected to it. You know,
So
she
what?
found a
It's a
passion
cash
for it.
grab.
But what other album is she doing, right? So she has to do
she's like
something every
70.
time.
She might as well just quit.
Right? That's
I mean,
what I
Barbara
would do.
Streisand is still singing.
Yeah, it's
She could just
cloning.
put out-
She's 80.
She's cloning dogs, married to
Yeah,
James
but
Brolin.
Babs has got a voice, man.
She's
can
married to
sing.
James Brolin?
Not
What?
Josh Brolin.
Oh, okay.
James Brolin.
Okay.
Josh Brolin's his dad.
Okay, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that
She's
Hollywood
Josh
stuff.
Brolin's
I'm not one
mom.
of those-
Somebody didn't watch Hotel back in the 70s and 80s.
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
Great
I
show.
wasn't
It
born.
wasn't.
Great show. For a kid, I wanted to own a hotel for a while because I love that show.
You still can. Don't give up on that dream,
I could own a
Charlie.
Hampton Inn somewhere.
No, you can franchise the Hampton Inn.
All right, well, there it is. Splash List of the Year award show complete.
Very controversial.
Thank you guys for your splash list, and for all of our Eagles out there, don't forget you can participate too by sharing your splash list winners on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram,
SoundCloud.
everywhere. SoundCloud. Tag us with the hashtag splash list, and we'd love to hear from
And
you.
I think if you tell Alexa or Google Home to play the HiFi Critics podcast, I think they'll play it for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we could try that
Yeah.
later.
Maybe I'll put a promo on there for Christmas.
All right, well, we'll see you next year on the Splash List Award Show. Thank you. Have a nice day.